This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern visits Dunedin to celebrate the city's future leaders. The centenary of John McGlashan College was celebrated with the unveiling of a statue. And the annual Murihiku Polyfest drew schools from far and wide to perform on stage. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Holly Buchanan. Do not sell yourself short, your country needs you. That was the message from Jacinda Ardern to the best and brightest secondary school pupils in Otago at the Otago Daily Times Class Act 2018 awards ceremony yesterday.
Recognising the cultural, academic and sporting achievements of over 50 students from nearly 30 Otago schools. Proud parents, teachers and principals on hand to watch some of the region's highest achievers have their moment in the spotlight at the Otago Daily Times Class Act Awards. Keynote speaker Jacinda Ardern told the pupils for at least one afternoon they should shun the typical Kiwi way and celebrate their own achievements.
Feel proud that you are here, but also hold on to your optimism and hope about what the future could look like for you and for the place you're lucky enough to call home. With a bit of confidence behind you, the possibilities truly are endless.
The Prime Minister encouraged the pupils to learn to fight back against their self-doubt so they could live up to their potential. For some of the recipients, that doesn't appear to be a problem.
Well, I'm currently doing a university maths course and I also really enjoy doing physics, maths and sciences at school.
The awards are in their 19th year, and while the students were encouraged to take the chance to reflect on their achievements so far, it's clear their immediate futures are fairly well planned out.
For the future, I would just really want to go into Otago University and go study health science, hopefully to go into medicine.
Next year I'm planning to go to Otago and study a Bachelor of Arts and Science with Human Nutrition and Classical Music with a minor of Spanish.
All Class Act recipients are awarded the Leaders of Tomorrow Scholarship by Otago University, offering $6,000 towards living costs while studying. In Dunedin, the South Today.
And police have released the name of the man who died in a crash at the Mount Cook Road turnoff near Twizel on Wednesday afternoon. He was 42-year-old Quinn Lee of China. 2 other people were seriously injured and 1 had moderate injuries. Mackenzie District volunteer firefighter Paul Hannigan was one of the first responders at the crash and says there were car parts strewn all over the place. He believes it was a high-impact crash. The centenary of Dunedin's John McGlashan College has been celebrated with an unveiling of a statue today. The life-size figure is said to represent every student who has passed through the school.
One figure to represent thousands of students. This life-sized representation of every student who's gone through John McGlashan College was officially unveiled this afternoon.
We also thank you, Lord, that in this place and at this time we see your hand all around in what has been, and what is now, and what is still to come. And somehow, Lord, all these sentiments are crafted into this sculpture.
The artwork was organised by John McGlashan's head of art, Bryn Jones. He says it's been a 12-month labour of love and believes it'll be around for many years to come.
If it stays where it is, or even if it gets buried in the ground, thousands and thousands of years.
And he hopes the symbolism isn't lost on future generations.
So we thought a young man walking to his future, representative of all the students that have been through here, who are here and who will come here.
John McGlashan old boy Neil Wallace, whose son's feet were the template for the statue, says the sculpture is a fitting way to mark the school's centenary.
Confident that it will become a campus landmark and a fitting symbol for the mark 100 years of the college. When we look back on how John McGlashan College has marked its centennial year, I think we can be proud of how it has been a celebration for the entire college community.
Jones says after he made the moulds for the sculpture, they were freighted to Auckland where the process was completed before the figure was shipped back to the college. In Dunedin, the South Today.
And Transport Minister Phil Twyford has announced Otago and Southland's transport systems will get a $986 million boost over the next 3 years. It's part of the New Zealand Transport Agency's national package, worth nearly $17 billion. Twyford says the investment planned over the next 3 years marks a more than 50% increase for the region. He says safety is a top priority for the government, which is investing over $200 million in Otago and Southland on projects to help save lives and reduce the number of serious injuries. And more than 6,000 Southland and Otago pupils have embraced Māori and Pacifica culture in Invercargill this week. The annual Muri Hiku Polyfest drew schools from far and wide to perform on stage.
Showcasing the cultural performances of early childhood, primary and secondary school students. The Polyfest event at Invercargill this year has been bigger than ever. Organisers say while the huge number of performers was a challenge, the results were worth it.
We've had like big groups like yesterday. We had about 1,000 kids coming in at one time, which sort of put us a wee bit behind schedule, but you know, we managed to be able to pull it back a wee bit at the end. But yeah, no, it's been fantastic, awesome. And some of the uniforms, wow, great effort, yeah.
Each year more schools buy into Polyfest, with some travelling long distances to get to Stadium Southland.
And we even get schools from Central Otago. We've not long had Hawea Flats, a school that was up on the stage, who had driven 5 hours to be down here to perform. So yeah, it's right throughout, and we have Tokanui who's been up on the stage as well.
And the main goal of Polyfest is to encourage participation.
The amount of kids that are getting into it is just fantastic. This is what it's all about, just for everyone to participate, learn a bit more about their own culture, maybe someone else's, and just to get to know what sort of diversity we have down here in Murihiku.
The last of the performances are being held today. Polyfest will also be celebrated in Dunedin in mid-September and Queenstown in late October. In Invercargill for the South Today.
Still to come on the South Today, a multi-million-dollar floating luxury hotel proposed for Oamaru Harbour. And watch this space, virtual reality meets the human body for nursing students.
We've got everything you need at Mitre 10. I think Dad likes plants that are easy to look after, low care, so something like a succulent, what they really like is consistency. So very little watering, put it in the corner where they can be seen and then just left alone.
Hi, it's me again. It's that time of year. It's our season, winter clearance. It's our greatest ever. 50% off all these, jackets and vests, knitwear, dress and casual trousers, warm shirts and business shirts, suits and sports jackets. 50% off. 3 stores, greatest ever winter season clearance. Alex Campbell Menswear.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
So, all 3 stores, 50% off. It's our greatest ever winter clearance.
Step into Shop on Carroll and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoura Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
Roslyn Mowers and Heating are your local Massport heating agents and offer you a competitive quote on complete Massport fire installation. Come and see the Massport Cromwell Ultra Low Emission Burner in action. See you in store soon.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today, phone 03 488 2754.
We've got everything you need at Mitre 10. Another great gift idea for Dad, wine barrels. You can use them for so many different things. You get the decorative feature in the garden, you can plant something in them, or alternatively you could fill them with ice and put beer in them.
Welcome back. Skeptics and supporters have flocked to a public meeting to see plans for a multi-million-dollar floating luxury hotel proposed for Oamaru Harbour. But the identity of the developer is unknown, and the Oamaru Licensing Trust says it wishes to respect the person's anonymity.
Checking out plans for a floating hotel. Around 80 people filled the Lindis Room at the Brighton Hotel to hear plans to moor a 25-room, 3-level floating hotel near Waterfront Road. Oamaru Licensing Trust General Manager Kathy Marker and Susskins and Chambers architect Stephen Chambers are supporting the proposal. Stephen Chambers hopes the meeting sparks a conversation.
So that was a starting point. It's not necessarily the end point. Okay. So we also have another scheme here which we've presented to the trust as well, which is more boat-like, so to speak.
Neither Chambers nor Kathy Marker would name the as yet unnamed developer behind the proposal. Chambers says they're still investigating how far into the harbour it'll be placed.
Thinking at this stage is that it would be more approximately 25 metres offshore. But again, that is something that is to be worked through in terms of from a coastal point of view and how that might be best handled, dealing with the depths that we have to work with, what the wave movements are, etc.
A question and answer session prompted a wide range of questions from the public, and one woman asked if the floating hotel would be paying rates to cover council services, while former Waitaki District Councillor Helen Steed wanted to know if people's concerns would be heard.
I personally would like to have my opinion go somewhere that's going to make a difference to either stop it, change it, or let it happen. And I would like to see that we don't waste a lot of time, money and effort, because what we have here is very special and we want to keep it very special.
Chambers says that the concept designs he's floating are new territory for him as an architect and for New Zealand. The idea has been discussed with other districts, but the concept for Oamaru is a little more progressed than in other locations. In Oamaru, the South Today.
The world of augmented reality is about to enter nursing training at Otago Polytechnic. Using virtual reality goggles, an interactive application will simulate close-up views of the human body's internal organs.
Using a headset to look at hologram images of internal organs. It's been developed by the international company Pearson, and the interactive application uses a Microsoft HoloLens.
And when you are wearing it and look through, it has sort of screens here on the plastic, so that it's projecting those holographic images right into your field of vision.
Nursing school head Ian Crabtree says the students can now view medical conditions they might not experience on clinical placements.
For me, it'll be an additional learning platform, so it'll be an additional learning platform that students will be able to take something from that will further enhance the clinical practice that they get whilst they're out in clinical placement, as well as the theoretical knowledge that they get from the theoretical courses that's currently within the programme.
The software even allows multiple users to interact with a virtual body at the same time.
We also have the capability to share virtual space. If two people are wearing the devices, they can share the same virtual space and see the same virtual patient or anatomical imagery.
Polytech nursing staff hope to be using the VR goggles to teach second-year students this year and develop further classes next year. In Dunedin, for the South Today.
After the break on the South Today, flying sky high without leaving the earth. And Canadians are crowned champions of the curling in Naseby.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
Hi, it's me again. It's that time of year. It's our season, winter clearance. It's our greatest ever. 50% off all these: jackets and vests, knitwear, dress and casual trousers, warm shirts and business shirts, suits and sports jackets. 50% off. 3 stores, greatest ever winter season clearance. Alex Campbell Menswear.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
So, all 3 stores, 50% off. It's our greatest ever winter clearance.
Roslyn Mowers and Heating are your local Massport heating agents and offer you a competitive quote on complete Massport fire installation. Come and see the Massport Cromwell Ultra Low Emission Burner in action. See you in store soon.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today, phone 03 488 2754.
Possibly one of the better offers we have for this Father's Day is the Black & Decker 18 volt cordless drill, $99.84. Great drill, lithium ion battery. This week special offer for the same price, but you get 2 batteries.
Welcome back. Queenstown's latest adrenaline experience is giving people the opportunity to feel what it's like to skydive without having to leap from a plane. iFly has opened for business in the resort town, and while the activity itself only simulates the feeling of being sky high, the same can't be said of the price.
Queenstown's latest tourist attraction, iFly, gives people the chance to experience what it feels like to skydive without being dropped from a great height.
This is an indoor activity. It simulates the free fall component of a skydive. It actually is for all ages, so we start from 5 years old right through to 105, so it's pretty exciting for everyone. We also take all abilities flyers, so wheelchairs, those are no barrier for us either.
Winds of more than 200 kilometres an hour propel participants up a 4.5 metre high flight chamber, simulating the free fall of a skydive.
You are going to get the full free fall effect. The difference being no one's actually strapped to your back. There's no strings attached literally. So it's you and the wind and you're controlling your movement. So it is a much more intense feeling when you get in there.
Queenstown Mayor Jim Bolt was one of the first to try it out and sing its praises.
Just a ball, fantastic that anybody from 5 to 105 can do it. Kids, mums, pops, the whole lot. So absolutely outstanding.
But iFly doesn't come cheap, with adults having to cough up $149 for 2 flights lasting about 60 seconds each. In Queenstown, the South Today.
Canada's curlers have been crowned champions of the Winter Games mixed doubles tournament after an ice-cool performance against Scotland in the final at the Maniatoto curling rink in Naseby. It was a match-up between wily veterans and young hotshots, with the Canadians eventually showing their class.
The Canadian curling duo of Olympic gold medalist Jennifer Jones and 3-time world champion Brent Lang, the pair adding to their impressive list of titles with victory over Scotland in the final of the mixed doubles at the Winter Games.
It's hard to win any event, and I mean there was a number of great teams here, and it was a tough job today. US played really well this morning, we managed to pull that out, and then it was a bit of a wild final, but we came out on top, so yeah, it feels great.
The Canadians were unbeaten throughout the tournament at the Maniatoto curling rink in Naseby. They came out strongly in the final, taking a commanding 4-0 lead after the first end. The Scots fought back to even it up at 5-all at the halfway stage, but Lang and Jones held their nerve to run out comfortable 9-5 winners.
A lot of experience there. We're never going to panic. We know that. We've been around too long. I had too many grey hairs to panic. I've seen a lot in this game, and I think that certainly helps in those situations.
And they seem keen to return next year to defend their title.
Loved every second of it. The people, the country, the food, the hospitality, the curling. We would come back to New Zealand every year if we could. It's been an incredible experience.
For the record, the United States claimed the bronze medal after defeating Norway 8-1. In Naseby, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Do not sell yourself short, your country needs you, was the message from the Prime Minister at the ODT Class Act 2018 Awards. The centenary of Dunedin's John McGlashan College was celebrated with an unveiling of a life-sized statue. And more than 6,000 pupils embraced Māori and Pacifica culture in Invercargill at the Murihiku Polyfest. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Paul.
Hi, Holly. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to go at curling, but I'm not sure about the other one up and down. That looks pretty full on.
Look like fun, really.
Well, yeah, it doesn't, maybe it's not too bad. So big weekend, big pink weekend.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot about pink in the concert in the paper tomorrow. This evening too, the pink dancers are working with some local school dancers to show them what to do. So we'll have some photos of that as well.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Big day tomorrow for Dunedin. Another great day for the stadium as well. You saw the story this morning about the proposals to cut some of the racing clubs around the country, around the south. So Johnny Turner, our racing writer, has got some reaction from the racing fraternity, and that's interesting. He's also writing an opinion piece about whether there's any sort of way around the issue of closing these stadiums. So
Okay.
that'll be on the sports pages, but the main story is probably on the front page, I think, tomorrow. And a win for Wanaka school children who didn't want to stand up in buses because of safety issues. Apparently that's gone all the way through to NZTA in the government, and now it's been banned. Kids will no longer have to stand up in school buses, which have implications. They might have to have more buses. I mean, if there's no room on a bus, what do you do?
Yes.
And you can't stand, you have to wait, I suppose, for the next one. But,
Interesting.
a lot in the mix tomorrow. Pink. A bit about Sirocco, the Kakapo, is returning to Orokonui not this month, next month. It'll be next month tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's September.
Yeah,
and an interesting piece on the opinion page, Steve Brunius's Week in the Life of, the satire column. He's done a week in the life of Jacinda Ardern. So she's had a bit of a week this week.
She has, hasn't she?
So,
well, thanks very much.
that's right.
That's fantastic.
Have a nice
good
weekend.
mix. Thank you. And now a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Molmap.
Looking at the situation, fine or becoming fine for most parts tomorrow, but increasing cloud on Sunday will be followed by rain and strong cold winds on Sunday night, with snow to 400 metres on the inland ranges and winds possibly near gale force about the coast. Looking to the northwest of the South Island, Greymouth and Westport can expect clouds and 15 degrees on Saturday, but rain develops Sunday. Across to the northeast now, Saturday is washing day for Nelson and Blenheim. It'll be fine, sunny and 18 degrees. But don't forget to bring it in before the rain arrives on Sunday with a high of 15. And in Canterbury, Kaikoura can expect fine and 14 on Saturday, but cloud developing on Sunday. Christchurch aiming for 13 degrees and fine on Saturday with cloud on Sunday. And Ashburton 11 fine on Saturday and again a cloudy day on Sunday. Heading to the south now, Balclutha, Catlins, Gore and Lumsden can expect clear skies and 10-degree highs. Across to Central Lakes, Wanaka and Queenstown can both expect moderate westerlies and 8 or 9 degrees. Alexandra and Tiano, you can expect light winds and about 10 degrees. In northern Otago, Timaru and Oamaru can expect a variable winds becoming fine and 11, but colder inland for Twizel and Omarama with moderate westerlies, some high cloud and 9. In Dunedin tonight, clearing with an overnight low of 6. Tomorrow brings some long sunny periods, some cloud and some light southwesterlies. A high of 10 and a low of 5, and back into single digits by Sunday with a high of 9 and a low down to 5 again. In Invercargill, fine tonight with an overnight low of 1. And tomorrow sees some showers developing with colder sou'westers, a high of 10 and a low of 2, becoming colder still on Sunday with a high of 9 degrees. That's all for our news this Friday. For the latest news from the southern region, head online and follow us on Facebook, YouTube at channel39.co.nz and at odt.co.nz. Thanks for joining us. Do enjoy your weekend. Good night.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.